Yeah, yeah, everyone. This is Thermite, and this is High Rise Invasion, also known as Tenku Shinpan. So, I'm currently reading the Manga Box version, which I should say, like, the Manga Box is an official publisher. These are valid scans. Like, these are valid official scans. I'm saying this because I assume if you're watching this, either you've been following the Manga Box version, in which case it doesn't matter, or you might be one of the new readers who is like, you're catching on with the two-in-ones that Seven Seas is putting out. Which, first of all, you're reading that like the most optimal way possible because those two-in-ones are like what 34 pages or like 34 chapters per volume. That's insane. But also, I assume your version's going to look a lot cleaner and a lot better. But just so you know, like these aren't like fan scans or anything. Also, your version probably doesn't have like this. Oh, they might actually. Seven Seas is pretty good with that. They might actually include this cover like in the middle of the volume. That would be so cool. But yeah, I'm gonna have to find like the French version of this in order to get like a decent thumbnail. All right, so last time, let me think about this. So this is Yuri. Yuri was, she met three boys. So this is, yeah, Nishiura. He was like this wimpy boy. He went out for some fresh air. You know the premise of the series. I'm not going to recap that. He found a mask along with a weapon of choice. That mask had like a bunch of like QR codes in the middle of it. He put it on, and after he put it on, it seems like he's become like one of the masked killers. Like it's not even like it's him, but he's like been bribed or something. It's just like he's acting like just any of the other killers. Like he's being mostly silent and whatnot. I'll jump off the building. I'll do that right now. And see, she's jumping off the building, so I better not kill her. And we're seeing this with neurons. So like clearly, this is like happening inside of his brain. He's been programmed so that like if someone is going to jump off the building, he can't stop them or like he can't help them. It's like no, if they're gonna jump by themselves, then they're gonna jump. I'm not gonna like I can't like make 100% sure it's gonna happen. I just have to like push them to that extent. Yes. He can't even see this is just an act. He's definitely not one of us. Ah, all right, he's done. He's done. Also, I'm really glad that she didn't lose the uniform. Like, she'll be able to get it once this is done. Oh no, oh no. He's gonna pull you down. Even though he's your friend, I understand why he did this. I don't think this was a bad idea. Like, especially in this situation where you don't know about, like, the supernatural power of the mask or anything. Like, of course you would do this. Who wouldn't for their friends? He's gonna drag him down, and they're dead. They are both dead. Oh, this is also the worst. Like, they're just falling, and he's laughing. He's giggling all the way down. That's it. Rip. Blam, blam, wham. Ah. Yeah, this is very demoralizing. She finally found three normal people in this world, and they all died like within like an hour or two of her meeting them. Maybe even less. That might have all taken place within an hour. Also, one thing I really like about the series is that with most series, I don't really like it when people get killed off really quickly in series because like it cheapens death. But with this felt like something that absolutely could have happened whether or not she was here. It doesn't feel like she was the cause of this or anything. It's just like no, this would have played out basically the same way without her. Or like maybe our benevolent boy here would have died in the room along with our genius boy. Must get down to the ground, to the ground, to the ground, to the ground. Oh man, that's entire like I could see that being the entire next stage of the series. Like 100 chapters in, we could finally get to the ground. It could be like, oh, I guess the ground has its own game to play. Because yeah, like clearly the masked men are supposed to like kill people, like have people jump. So if you get down to the ground, like if you manage to make a rope out of a bunch of bed sheets or something, a lot of bed sheets considering how high up all of them are. Like theoretically, once you get to the bottom, everything's fine. Like the city looks deserted, but that doesn't mean it's bad, right? You could like break a window and then like leech supplies and whatnot. Okay, let's get some exposition. This boy might have been a genius. Not really. None of this feels genius level, you know? Like, most of this just feels like normal things that your average isekai protagonist would think of. Which makes sense, because he feels like your average isekai protagonist. That's one thing I like about Yuri. Like, I said this before, the series combines aspects of a post-apocalyptic series, an isekai, and a death game. And I felt like I had another thing as well, but all of those things, most of those are genres I don't really like very much, but the series presents all of that, like all of those ideas in a way that I really like. All right. Can Yuri survive fighting gravity? She's got a gun. She's got a baton. Hopefully this will work out. The helicopter. The goal was right in front of me. We managed to survive this far, but... Damn. All right, we got a killer maid. A killer masked maid. This does bring up an interesting idea. Like, what was that helicopter? Like, is the helicopter part of the game? Like, is the goal of it, you get to a building that has a helicopter on it, then you fly away and you manage to go free? I can't imagine this is like a world where you're not supposed to have a helicopter, but where you can find a helicopter randomly every once in a while. This is also really cool because it adds a different potential goal. Like, Yuri's current goal is get to the highest tower and then she'll meet up with her brother. But that's not like a sustainable goal. And even if she does that, like, that's not an answer. There's no reason why getting there would like solve anything. It's just she wants to meet up with her brother. All right, to get to the helicopter. So she is trying to get to the helicopter, but I assume she wants to fly to the building still. The maid. Huh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, they do have gardening tools specifically. Like, some of them don't. Some of them are just straight up like, they have sniper weapons and whatnot. Sorry, but I decided to kill all the masks. Fair enough. Like, yeah, you are killing a person, but it's not easy to do, right? That's the case, there's no reason to kill... I feel like they have to have some sort of, like, other way to get to buildings. Oh, shit. That's a way to get to a building. That sure is a way to get to a building. Aw, shit. Yeah, you should have shot her. You should have shot her. Oh, God. Yeah, that also proves that there's no way that she can get somewhere where the mask cannot follow. Like, supposedly, once you're on a suspension bridge, they can't follow. That doesn't mean they can't cut the bridge. Or even if they can't cut the bridge, like, what happens? She gets to the other side, then the mask jumps over. And you can't, like, sustainably stay just on the bridge by itself. Is she gonna refuse? Huh. Okay. So they do have, like, some level of intelligence. Or I guess it might come down to personality. Like, with some of them, you might be able to fool them just by saying, like, hey, I'm gonna jump, and then they're like, okay, not gonna make them jump. But with her, like, because she's more experienced, because she has, like, more time in this world, like, more of her personality's gotten through, and, like, she's able to, like, circumvent the rules slightly. Like, I doubt that she'd be able to save her, for instance, but I think that's, like, it's probably completely valid to continue, like, attacking right up until the person jumps. Wait. Masked man will always lean forward and looks down to check when a man falls. That was a strange set of typos. Not a big fan of it. But okay, so I assume she just got onto a ledge and then... Yes. Took her down. I hit a target in the middle. Also, these quotes, the Japanese quotes, the square box quotes. Oh, it's so weird looking when you translate it to, like, English quotes. Because it's not the same. Like, in Japanese, those quotes make sense as a way to, like, to show tense. Or, like, it is the, like, the equivalent of bolding something in English. But trying to just make the quotes happen in English doesn't make sense. It makes it look like... It makes it sound so strange, like, thanks to the difference in level, with the afternoon sun, I was able to see her move. When it's supposed to, well, like, if this were a Western comic, or if it was like a Viz release, it would just be a thanks to, and then in bold, the difference in level, with the, in bold, afternoon sun. Oh no, the game isn't over yet, master. Huh. Did it only break the mask then? If you do, I might kill you. Okay, is this a ruse? It could be a ruse. But because she said, if you do, I might kill you, it doesn't seem like she's going to lure her closer. There's electronic... There's that... Huh. You must terminate your own life. Alright, she's done. You can't disobey the commands. Ah. And of course, self-termination is done in this world by jumping. It's all about jumping off of these high-rises. Also, the series has done this over and over again, but I really like how every single time we see the moment right before the impact and then the impact itself. Like, in a lot of series, if you don't see the impact, like, if it's like this, then it's like, okay, they're probably going to be saved. In this series, that's almost never going to happen. I can see them doing it once. Like, I imagine there might be, like, one plan in the entire series where, like, Yuri jumps, but she's, like, attached to a bungee cord or something, and then they do a fake out with this move. But apart from that, I really hope that for the entire series they don't fake it out. I hope this is like always you see the moment of impact, like the moment before impact, and then just death. Like something about that is so powerful. For the sake of the maid with a mask, I must survive. Ooh, and she's got the maid's trowel. Or that's not a trowel, it's a sickle. Oh, that is interesting. They don't always lead through the roof. Usually you think that'd be a good thing because most of the time we've seen the masked people on like the roofs themselves. But because this is leading into like the middle rise, I guess you have to assume that they're going to be in there. Or like she has to like fight through, yeah, like a dungeon. Oh man. Also, she can't be too twitchy because what if there's a real human in there? Or what if there's a, normal human? Wait, what? Oh, I was off my guard. This has never happened before, too. At no point in the series have we ever seen a bridge like just fail by accident. Oh, jeez. Oh no, oh no. Oh, that's right. This is her brother, right? Like, at the very least, it was implied that this is her brother. My patience is wearing thin. All right, she's doing it. All right, next weapon has to be a gun. But this is good. She has a gun. The mask has a gun. If she manages to kill this one, which is very much, it's quite the gamble. But if she manages to kill it, she's going to have a new gun. Only one seat. So yeah, if you were to go there as a group, you cannot like, I assume that it might be piloted by a mask or something. So if you get in and you try to circumvent the rules, you get killed. Yeah, like so far it seems like a game, and if a game doesn't have like legit rules, then there's no point in it being a game. So even if it's a trap, I have to assume, like I have to at least pretend right now that it's got to be real. Huh. They must be fighting over whether like who gets to actually be on the helicopter or not. Yeah, in this world, such things can happen. Wait, did she shoot the gun out of her hands? Damn, she is a really good shot. Like, she's gone from being Japanese to being an incredible shot. Oh no, oh no. Well, that didn't work. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's no reasoning with her, too. And that's true. Her goal isn't the helicopter, it's to get to the tower. Okay, so she wasn't even planning to go to the tower with the helicopter. She was just, she was panicking. She was like, oh, there's a helicopter, let's get to it. But right now, oh man, like in terms of pure survival, this is also really cool because it means that we can't fault her for like, oh, you should just survive on your own. She wants to save her brother. She wants to meet her brother. So it makes total sense that she could give up her seats. Like she could just say, all right, go. Like, fuck it. Just go to the helicopter. It's all good. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that's awesome. She's already in combat mode. Like, so far, Yuri's been really cool. She's a little bland, but overall, she's been a perfectly serviceable main character. I've been completely fine with her. Wait, what? That is insane. He used the ricochet to do it. Damn. But okay, that makes sense. Like, clearly Yuri grew up in a loving environment, whereas like she didn't. So naturally, like she would have adapted much easier to the whole like let's kill everyone thing, which makes sense. Like I'm a very soft person. I feel like if I were I've said this many times. If I'm in a post-apocalyptic situation, I'm killing myself. I'm killing myself very quickly. I do not want to live in a post-apocalyptic world. No way. Whereas like I know a lot of people, especially like people who aren't even like gun nuts or anything, who would like not do well in a post-apocalyptic world, but they would be suited to it. I think a lot of people who think they would be suited to the world wouldn't be, but like I think a lot of people would be good for like a month or two, like before things get really hard. Oh, she's got a grenade. Don't think it. I don't think so. I don't think he's dead. Like especially if he's her brother, they've got to do a show off at some point or a showdown. And that's true, actually. Like, even though, like, this wasn't out of character, she doesn't need the grenade anymore if she gets to use the helicopter, so it's fine, right? Oh, I didn't even think about that, but yeah. like in the real world, assuming one day here is one day in the real world, then if she escapes, like she should tell her parents, like, hey, this is gonna sound real fucking weird, but your daughter's in another world full of skyscrapers. I really hope she doesn't die though. Like I really do hope she manages to escape now. It's angry, yeah. None of the other masks have been angry. Also, I guess like this is one of the rules, like you can't shoot the helicopters. Your weakness is hidden when you're desperate, or where you are desperate. Huh. The organizer doesn't want to have the helicopter snatched. That's interesting. Going to gather a team, and we'll take over that helicopter and the sky. Yes. Oh my god. This is it. This is the high-rise invasion. Or attack on high-rise. Ooh, this is a really cool idea. And I like that now. Like, we have a member of the party now for at least a while. Like, she could die. I definitely feel this is the kind of series where anyone except for Yuri. I don't think the series would kill off Yuri. Like, the series, I don't know. It's possible. I think that because, like, her brother exists in this world, it's possible that, like, he might be the one person who ever, like, survives getting his mask taken off, but then, like, in exchange for that, like, she'll die and then he'll become the main character. I could see that. But overall, like, if she does gather a party, I would still be terrified for all of them. I think that anyone could die in the series. Wait, what? What is that? The tower from this high-rise world. I haven't seen it in the previous world. Okay. Huh. Oh, wow. That's interesting. That's true. She didn't say she was going to be part of your party, but I think she will be. Oh no, is that a Freddy mask? Or like, those are Freddy gloves, right? That's so weird. Yikes. Yeah. This womp sound, it's been a while since I heard this. Oh, jeez. Wait, what? Oh no, they're coming! They're coming! Oh, jeez, yeah. So far, we've only had to deal with one at a time, so this is worrisome. Also, this does explain why you can't just, like, stay on one place and hope that the helicopter comes back. Oh, that's a really good shot. Yeah, it's so dark that she can't see, like, in the slightest. Ah. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Oh, nope, never mind. So I guess she isn't gonna help. To be fair, we haven't seen the masks, like, interact before. So maybe it's a thing. Like, maybe we do know that they have a self-termination function. Maybe also there's, like, a thing where if there's the potential to kill another mask, you gotta do it. Like, people falling off high-rises is the most important thing. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Like, I assume they're talking about Japanese policemen specifically. Also, I do like that they keep bringing up specifically, like, most of her knowledge happens to be things that her brother told her. Like, she's so reliant on it, but at the same time... I always take things the wrong way and get my fingers burnt. This is very relatable. Oh my gosh, Nisei-chan! But yeah, fair enough. Like, she's not a genius marksman or anything, so... Oh, using her teammate as a shield. Yeah, this is one scary Jason Voorhees lady. Or I'm thinking of Freddy. Why did I say Jason Voorhees? I guess because of the masks, but everyone has masks. She's the only one with a claw. Oh, jeez. Okay. I guess we're not fixing that. She is genuinely really scary. That was good. That was really good. In general, I don't like firefights. Like, I don't think a lot of fights that involve using guns are interesting, which is one reason why I don't really like shooters. Like, they seem really boring to me. But that was really well choreographed. I thought that was so cool. All right. The back of the mask. Don't look at it. Do not look at it. The command is still active inside my brain. Oh, man. Also, I really do like that every single time, like, they have talked to someone, like, very few people are, like, I don't think anyone actually has been cryptic or has been, like, you know, unwilling to share information. Like, even this person, like, even though, like, this person is still under the sway of the commands, like, he's still willing to talk to her and like to explain in graphic detail, like, hey, here's all the information. Take your life, take your lie, die. The range is and even that, he didn't die from jumping. He died from biting off his own tongue. Which I'm really curious. Like, it was that because it was just the easiest way to do it? Was it because he couldn't physically like crawl over to the high rise and jump off? I think that might be it. Like, more so than because he was going to say something really dangerous. I think it was because like the command was like, well, you know, you can't move any further, so you're just gonna have to die by biting your tongue. Also, this is really cool. Like, just coming right out and saying it. Yeah, when it becomes really dangerous, I might betray you. That's just the kind of person she is. Oh, that's right. In the first volume, she used a phone. Oh my god, that's chapter 34? Wow. Okay, so that was High Rise Invasion, chapters 17 to 34. We're starting to build a party. We're starting to, do stuff. We learned more about the masks. It was so good. This series. And I like that the masks are like, they're not people, or like, they're not like recurring characters that we can enjoy. But like, all of them have personalities. Like, the maid mask was interesting at the end of her life. Sniper mask is potentially, like, almost certainly her brother, right? Like, that's almost 100% confirmed. But like, even if she isn't, that's interesting. The one that guards the helicopters is actually a frowny face, and it seems like this world doesn't like the idea of attacking the helicopters. We got the conviction of, hey, we're going to attack on high rise. And even this, I guess at the end of his life, he looked like a guy. I'm not sure. Like, this is a very androgynous body, so I assume it could be a guy. Especially because, I could see your underwear. I don't imagine most girls would say that. But even right here, like, this was a person who was, like, very sadistic while the mask was on, but even without it, like, they were the same person, but they were just, more willing to talk once they were capable of talking. Yeah, overall, this was fantastic. I think she's gonna fail here, because there's no way she can talk to her brother now, because he's wearing a mask. Either that, or maybe he, like, had some friends, like maybe he like met up with someone, and then before he became the sniper mask and like left, like there's some survivors who have his phone and they'll be able to contact her. That'd be cool. In any case, that was High Rise Invasion Volume 2. Bye for now. Nya nya.